evening. How you guys doing? Welcome back. It's been a while since I did a live stream on my Dreadlock Diary page, but shout out to everybody who supports the channel. I'm not sure how long this live stream will go, but this is something I want to cover that I've been thinking about covering for a few months. A friend of mine, shout out to Ari Fatal, sent me this video back in July, and I wanted to touch base and I wanted to comment and do like a video or a live stream on it, but I just never got around to doing it. But I want to do it tonight. So salute, shout out to the returning viewers, cloud watchers, unique viewers, people that love the short videos. Shout out to everybody that helped me get up to 800 subs. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate that. Tonight, I want to really get down and discuss this video that takes place in Texas. And I got this video around July again. Shout out to Ari Fatal who sent me this video to my email. And it's about a weird story of a young man who has dreadlocks, who lives down in Texas, who's in school, high school, and he went through some real BS. So I'm gonna share my screen right now. I want to be able to show you guys this in real time. You can see it for yourself, so I don't have to butcher it up too long. Fair use. This video is about 3 minutes long, but I want you guys to hear this, and then we can go forward.
School district in a very controversial case involving a decision to suspend a student over his dreadlocks. Daryl George is a junior at Barbers Hill High School, and his lawyers claimed the teen's hairstyle was protected by the state's Crown Act, which prohibits discrimination based on hair. Well, the back and forth has been going on for months, and because the school district said George was not following the dress code, he spent most of the school year in school suspension or at a disciplinary program. Well, now that Texas judge has ruled that the state's Crown Act does, in fact, not make it unlawful for school dress codes to limit a student's hair length. Our Morgan Norwood joins us now. So, Morgan, first of all, we want the audience to hear the reaction to this ruling from Jolanda Jones, the Texas State Representative for House District 147.
And one of the ways that we as Black people are able to grow our hair long, like maybe some of our European counterparts have, is that we lock our hair or we braid our hair. That's the whole point.
That's the whole point, she says. Well, what do we know now after this ruling?
Look here, I can just say it's a pretty shocking decision, and it was reportedly met by sighs and frustrations inside that courtroom, including from advocates and supporters of Daryl George. I mean, this was a months-long legal battle, right? The district had asked the judge to weigh in on whether their policy violated the Crown Act, which, of course, we know prohibits race-based hair discrimination at work or at school. So in this case, the student handbook said that male students' hair can't extend past the eyebrows or the earlobe. So again, all of this centers around hair length, right? The judge saying it doesn't necessarily discriminate against the hairstyle, only the length. So George and his family refused to cut his hair. Instead, we've seen him wearing it straight back away from his face, above the earlobes, right? The district said it still violated the policy and then he's since faced punishment on that. And based on the ruling that we got today from the judge down there in Texas, the punishment removing George from the classroom, that in-school suspension cure still stands.
Well, and we have seen the advocates not only in his area, but across the country.
Yeah, advocates have really pushed back on this, right? They say this rule is really a loophole, allowing districts to still discriminate on certain hairstyles. Let me just take off my correspondent hat for a second. I can speak as an African-American woman. In order to have braids in the first place, your hair needs to be at a certain length in order to catch the strands, cornrow it back, or even lock it. So texture and length are key to getting this hairstyle, which is, of course, we know is rich in culture and to many other heritages, has significance, has meaning. So what advocates are saying here, Kira, is that rulings like these are a way to control or prohibit these types of hairstyles. We are getting reaction from the district at this hour. They're saying the decision, the Crown Act decision, was meant to allow braids, locks, or twists, but never intended to allow unlimited student expression. So we see a little bit of back and forth on both sides of this, and I have to imagine for the family here, they have plans to fight this.
And you bring up such an important point that there are so many things that make up our culture, and hair is definitely one of them, specifically in this situation. Appreciate you, Morgan. Thank you.
So I want to stop sharing right there. So again, if you're with me right now after watching that video, shout out to you. I wanted to just put some context behind tonight's conversation. So I just want to get some feedback. What you guys think? I'm gonna tell you what I think about this as well, because obviously I have dreadlocks, and I was sent this story. Posted had done this story a while ago, and just getting to it right now. If you're still here, please give me a like and subscribe. If you're still here, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I find it really crazy that this is happening in Texas. In recent years, with all the diversity and the melting pots we have, of course, the various states and countries of different ethnic backgrounds and races. It's really weird to see, systematic racism or racism exists in different places and cultures right now, still. With a young boy, shout out to Darryl George, shout out to the family of Darryl George, and for those people in perspective places in Barbers Hill High School who have enforced this code. Shame on you. Is definitely a way, as the sportscaster said, to limit people's form of expression. It's definitely a form of discrimination. It's definitely a loophole in as well. Like, I can't believe that this is still happening in 2024, especially with seeing the rise and high trends of people getting dreadlocks in different cultures, including Caucasian Americans, Asian Americans, Hispanic Americans. I can't believe this is really a thing that's really, really happening. But again, I definitely want to shout out Irby Patel. He sent me this video a couple of months back, and I'm like, you know what, that's interesting. I'm gonna talk about that. So thank you to the subscribers, people that continue to watch when I'm impromptu, shorts, likes, all of that. Really do appreciate you guys. I feel like this is a really interesting conversation because, again, you guys know I'm 4 years on my lockdown journey. It's been since the pandemic. 2020 is 2024. I've had like 3 different colors. I've been doing styles, protective styles, DIY styles, showing you the lactation styles, all those good things. At the end of the day, it's just so frustrating to see, breaking news like this and know that people are being discriminated on at school, kids, teenagers, for the way they choose to express themselves and where they're here, for their culture, for their personal beliefs, or for whatever reason. And to know that schools can, find loopholes to discriminate, and understanding that dreadlocks, locks is such a rich cultural thing for many people, for many ways to express themselves and be free and liberated. To suspend a young man for his hairstyle when it didn't reach past the eyebrows or the ear, and it was held back tight away from the face, and to still discriminate against a young man like that. I salute that family for going forward and doing what they need to do to fight legal matters, and take law into their own hands, and do what they need to do, because that's tough. As a kid, I didn't have locks. I've rarely seen kids with locks in schools. As a kid, maybe a sprinkle here and there, but definitely as I got to um, adulthood, I saw more and more people with locks, especially within the last 5 years. I've definitely seen more and more people with locks. But just knowing that somewhere in 2024 in United States or other countries, people are finding ways to say we don't want your kind. We are really discriminating, and we're trying to cover it up with whatever we can cover it up with. It's just ridiculous to me. It's super duper ridiculous. It's like we've come so far, but we've gone nowhere. You know what I mean? If you made it this far in the stream, in the chat, in the stories, live stream, replays, returning viewers, cloud watchers, hashtag your city, state, town, the country. Let me know where you're from. Although I know cloud watchers probably won't do that, but just engaging with you guys, because I know I see you, and I don't know if you know I see you, but I definitely see you. But this was very interesting to me. So for me to know that a Texas judge can help influence a kid to be suspended from not getting education, for not going to school because of how they choose to wear their hair, even when they're trying to follow the policies to the T. It's just really crazy. Again, shout out to family of Darryl George. Shame on you, Barbers Hill High School. I guess yeah, I just want a certain look at Barbers Hill High School, and we should just say that specifically versus making up these other allegations that really hold no weight or no stature and make no sense at all. But what do you guys think? Again, there was a whole Crown Act involved that pretty much stated that no one can be discriminated, from their hair, their culture, or their appearance, or any race-based angle, period. In addition to that, they went on to say, if the hair wasn't past the eyebrows or the earlobes, it should not be an issue. So how the heck can this become an issue? Again, shame on you, Barbers Hill High School. Shout out to the family of Darryl George. I really want to do this video again. Shout out to Irby Patel, who shot me the idea back in July, and I'm just jumping onto it just now. I just find it horrendous to know that these are the things that are happening in 2024. Again, if you didn't catch it, definitely, replay this from the beginning. This is gonna be a short video. I'm actually, wrapping it up right now. Shout out to all of you that caught up with Wine and FaceTime double feature today, part one and part two. Shout out to the whole fan base that helped me get to 800 subs. I think I'm at like 812 right now, or 815 or something like that. Shout out to all you guys. And if you know, you know. Here are my socials. Follow me: TikTok, IG, YouTube #1, and YouTube #2. Follow me. Let me know what you think. I appreciate you guys. That's all I got. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about this horrendous, ridiculous story happening in Texas regarding Darryl George, and the unfortunate discrimination he's going through in his town, in his school. Just find it ridiculous. I'm 4 years on my journey, loving every moment of it. Having some difficulties here and there, learning a lot still as I'm going along. But it's crazy to know like the things that are happening. I want to play a little quick small segment of a video of me and my locks at some point during my wine and FaceTime journey when I'm doing a video. And I'm just loving the skin I'm in, the hair I'm in. And it's just, an expression, a way to feel comfortable with my skin and to, embrace and wear my hair and feel a certain way. And that's what this little young boy was doing, Darryl George, doing that. So don't mind the context of what I'm about to say in this video, but just watch. Hair versus wet hair. So for me, I feel like I'd rather do my retwist on wet hair. I feel like it's gonna be a night hair versus wet hair. So for me, I feel like I'd rather do my retwist on wet hair. I feel like it's gonna be a night hair versus wet hair. So for me, I feel like, and again, that was just a small clip, just showing you the energy, the vibe, the look, the confidence in that video. Again, locks are a way to express yourself, as a way to, not have to manipulate your hair for your hair to grow long, quickly, without having to do much. It has spiritual reasons for some people. Some people just, a trend, a style, a fashion. But to each his own. Again, shout out to Darryl George's family. Shame on you, Barbara Hill High School. That Texas judge, you're definitely wilding. Shout out to the lock-in community, people that got their baby locks, their starter locks, that think about getting locks. Do your research, don't just jump into it. Make sure it's for you. That's all I got, guys. But peace out again. One love. If you made it this far in the video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, leave a comment, subscribe, share my video, all that good stuff. If you know, you know. And that's all I got for you again. Until next time, I see you guys later. And thanks for hitting that like and subscribe button and commenting and helping the channel grow. I really do appreciate that. On my way to 1,000 subs. And I'm just grateful, humbly, humbly grateful. So peace out to the one sub who's been watching me this entire time. Hope you guys have a great Labor Day weekend. And until next time, I guess I will have to catch you guys later. Bye. Hold on for some bomb new music that I just found that I'm really been digging. And hopefully you like this music too.